So another day, another morning rant. This is your favorite half Chinese. I have to admit, today, now I'm recording this, it's not in the morning, but actually in the afternoon, because I had some other things to do in the morning, but I will post it in the morning. So for you, it's still a morning rant. Anyway, we're going to discuss something about a comment that I got on TikTok, which is actually my main platform. This person says, America now boasts crash leadership. China has risen from European colonial superiority hegemony to build a modern society without digging other people's backyards for wealth. Remember that. And that's very, very true. When I read this, it directly reminded me of the phoenix rising out of the ashes, right? It's if you're Chinese, you understand, but that's always what the phoenix seems to do. It rises up out of the ashes, so you cannot even burn it down. It will rise up again. And that is the thing with China. It's the only civilization in the world that has not been like one time got back on its feet again, but several times. I hope it doesn't need to do it anymore, but it shows the capability and the willingness of the people to survive. And I think instead of bashing China all the time, maybe we can learn a couple of lessons from them, because it seems that the things that they're doing, every time that they come back, they are coming back much stronger. By the way, I'm here near the water again, walking. As you can see, the people are rowing their boats. There's something over there where you can hire one and do that. They like to do that. So I find it always heartbreaking as a half Chinese and half Western person that the people in the West, not all but many, fail to look at other countries to learn. There is still always that false sense of superiority instilled in the hearts of the people, while there's really nothing to be really feeling about much superior about. So yeah, niet op jullie hoor. Ga die kant op. So that is actually what I wanted to talk about in this video. I think that instead of attacking each other, we should be learning from each other, because there's one thing going on here in Europe right now, and also in all the other places that are occupied by Europeans, like the United States. Oh, did you see that duck? Like the United States and Europe and the Netherlands, Australia, everywhere the people are unhappy. Unhappy because of what? Because something is failing. It is only hard for the people to grasp what exactly is causing them to fail, right? Because the standard of living overall in general is actually going down the hill for the normal ordinary citizens. So what should you do in such a time? Well, we should learn from others who had similar circumstances, and one of those circumstances was also in China. Why do you think that they had this revolution, two back to back almost, right? Why do you think that that happened? They had similar issues, like with the United States. They also had this opioid crisis, a major one. Probably bigger and worse than in the United States is having right now. The Communist Party of China managed to just get rid of it in just 4 years. In just 4 years, while not even having as many resources, because at that time China was extremely poor. It was number 11 poorest country in the world, right? So why don't we learn from them to fix our problems? What is it with the people? Are they really too arrogant? Are they really feeling too superior? Are they afraid that their feelings of their pride is going to be attacked or hurt? I don't know. It's just weird to me. They want to talk about other countries, which are mainly the normal European countries. And when I say European countries, I mean also the occupied countries by Europeans, right? Like in the Middle East, you have one, Australia and America, you have several, right? But all of them are failing. None of the people, the majority of the people, is not happy with how things are going. But yet you want to maintain this way of life, but you want to have a change also. Those two things never go good together. Oh wait, this you have to see. Let me change it. Look at these. Aren't they great? Yes, I like animals. Anyway. So instead of bashing China, who is basically the phoenix that rose out of the ashes several times, not a single civilization has ever been able to do that. Normally they just wipe out and that's it, and that's the end of the civilization. China is the oldest civilization, thousands of years old, had several times that it went downhill, broke totally, and knew how to rise up again. And they've done it this time again. And you know, wait, this one you have to see, because not many birds that you see of like this one. Let me get it. Oh, do you guys see it or not? This screen is so small. This big, long kind of bird. There you go. Yes. You see that one? That's the bird of The Hague, my city. Anyway, I just sometimes need to show you guys this, because nobody knows that our city got its own bird, and that's exactly that bird. It likes fish though, so never walk with fish over here. I think that we really should learn from China, because not only did they rise back, you have to understand how, and how remarkable it actually is. Your pride is only standing in the way of your development, and that's always the case. My wise Kung Fu master Wong Qiu once said, just do your thing and let nature do its job, right? You have to train, just train. Do not be too pride in it, right? The rest will follow as long as you just train. Once you have all these disappointments, it will only hurt your feelings. So your pride will only give you disappointments, and it will eventually hurt your feelings. So get rid of it. It's of no use. Just be down to earth. What China did, nobody, no country in the world, in the world history has ever done something like this, like what they did. Whatever you think of the Communist Party of China, you must admit that they have done a remarkable job. Going from number 11 poorest nation in the world, where people were just dropping on the street and losing their life, you know, from famine going to being the number one economy in the world according to purchasing power parity. They have connected so many parts of the world. They are even borrowing money to the richest countries of the world. They have become from unstable to the most stable country in the world, right? The most safest in the world. And so yeah, you can continue with these kind of things. I don't know why Western people would not find it in their heart to say, yes, maybe we should look at them, because they did that from 1949 and until now. That's not a lot of years. They did it in such a short time. Now in the West, we still have a lot of money. We still have a lot of things going for us. if we would change now for the better, just imagine, and we can do it in much shorter period of time, for the benefit of all the people, not only for the benefit of the people in Europe, but it would also benefit the rest of the world. Because cooperation, that is the thing that will help. China is cooperating with the entire world, so why can't we? Why do we need to be this, show this oppressive behavior, right? Like what you see now with the tariff thing going on. Why is it necessary? What is his goal? His goal is just, to bring China to its knee, that they will beg them and say, oh, do whatever you want in China. That's not going to happen. This is also not the way that you want to conduct business, because if you set that norm, well, then China also should be starting to act like that. And be very careful with that, right? Anyway, that was my rant about it, I think. Let me know what you all think of this in the comment section. Do you think that we in the West should be starting to just open our eyes and learn? And I'm not saying that you have to adapt the communist parties as your government, but you sure can be a little bit more open-minded and think, oh yeah, maybe MrFong is quite right. They came a long way. They are doing a lot of good stuff. The people seem to be living very, very well. We can even argue that they're better off now than we are, in general speaking, right? The living standard there is much more higher than here in the Netherlands. And you can be painful about it, but why should you be hateful about it? The only ones that you have to blame is yourself, because we are responsible for the Netherlands, right? And China is not responsible for the Netherlands. So, you can. Why should you be angry at China for their development? Use it to your as a luxury to learn from it, because you can also directly see what mistakes they had made before and how they rectified those mistakes. You don't have to make those mistakes. It's already there, right? The answer is already there. So I hope this will make people be a little bit more open-minded, right, about certain things. And your pride, just throw it in the garbage bin, because it's not going to help you with anything. Honestly, it's not going to help you. Here, your pride needs to go right here. It needs to go right in here, right? Just throw it in out, right now. Okay. Now you get rid of your pride. You can get back to your senses, and we can all learn together to make this world a better world. Because if you look at it right now, a small group of people is up to a lot of nasty things. And to be honest, most citizens of the world are citizens just like you and me. And the people in China are the similar people like you and me. They want the same things. We want to have a nice job. We want to be able to get on a boat and row a little bit when we like that, right? We want to stroll, or making stupid rants for YouTube. That's everybody is quite the same and live a peaceful life. But if we do not stand up and we do not start to think on how we can get to a solution, then everything will be destroyed by the hands of a few. And that's actually quite tyrannic. As something that goes against the so-called values of Europeans, right? So just start to think about it, and I hope you enjoyed this little rant of mine. And please like, share, and if you have not yet, then follow. And also for the people on TikTok, go and follow my YouTube channel. This was your favorite half Chinese, and as always, have a great day.